Hey everybody, and welcome back. I'm your host, Captain Rye, and today I'm playing The Division. Yes, that's right, I picked up the latest Tom Clancy game. Some of you might have been expecting to see an Armored Warfare or World of Warships PvP Sunday video, but I'm getting a little burnt out on them, so I've decided to play something a little bit different. So let's sit back, relax, and watch my playthrough of The Division.
Retailers are calling this their 149,000 stores offering sales in the cash sales changing hands. Visit the stores. The flu season is off to its earliest start.
Appears to be a previously unknown variant of the flu, suspected case catching many.
Today I was feeling like maybe
Back on the breaking news, leading with unconfirmed reports of a smallpox
outbreak is a highly rehearsed scenario.
And National Guard units cooking at a hospital in central
bridges are closed. It's a war zone.
Smallpox is a very real
more deaths
danger.
than AIDS, more than a
There's
bull.
not enough vaccines.
Let me stop. This is not a panic situation.
An entire American city locked
Known as
down.
green poison, Central Park has been converted to a mass burial ground.
Power outages, gas line leaks, fires. The government's
Expecting another night of widespread looting.
People of New York are begging.
One would have.
Any available units. Fire and house in the
first responders are either dead
No resources available.
Being treated like animals.
It's not a job. We're not trained for that.
Well, shit. That was some scary-ass stuff.
When we were activated, we knew the situation was bad. Worse than anyone knew. We are an elite, highly skilled group of embedded agents. They only call us when everything else has failed. We have no rules. We have no limits. Our job is to protect what remains.
We are your co-workers. We are your neighbors. We might even be your friends.
But when we get the call,
We leave
Well.
everything behind.
Damn, I have to say,
we are...
I'm really looking forward to playing this
Division.
game, and playing it to the end, and seeing what the end game looks like. Well, now it's time for character creation. Let's see. I had originally created a female character in an earlier playthrough, but I only got to level 8 before I realized I didn't like how my character looked, and I was actually kind of tired of looking at her. So I decided instead I would go back and remake one. So this first section here is kind of actually my second playthrough of The Division. But, no, not completely. I mean, I did things a little bit differently, and I mean, there's still some additional surprises. So, female character, because I like looking at the ass of a woman running across the screen all day. I mean, come on. Who doesn't? Picking the hair. Just so disappointed in the hair selection. I mean, a little bit more would have been just... oh well. Can't, you can't win them all, and of course I'm sure they'll come out with, you know, new hair options later on. But, you know, that's still one of the few things I don't think I've ever seen an MMORPG actually do, is give you the ability to change your hairstyle after you've set it. Well, with the exception of Grand Theft Auto. But that was the biggest problem I had in Destiny. After a while, I got tired of looking at my character's hair. The face was fine. Hated the hair. Wanted to change it. Alright, let's see. Basic fire tutorial. Okay, pretty simple stuff. Pretty simple stuff. Definitely, less intuitive and interactive than, you know, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon. How many of you remember playing that game? Yeah, way back when, in 2000? 2001? I'll tell you what.
Commander of the division. You have been activated.
You know, I think that game might have been my first introduction to a first-person shooter.
It's
either that or Call of Duty, you know, the first one. Can't remember, though. They came out nearly right at the same time. But if you remember that Tom Clancy game, was just insane.
Check in with her when you get inside.
Alright, made my way to the safe house. Gonna get myself in here. Open the door.
Readings indicate this area.
Now, some people have complained that there's been like some ridiculousness in the wait times at that computer, but
we're losing this whole
I've never seen it.
Riders are moving through in force, headed this way.
Put your people there. I see someone else got the call. I'm Agent Fei Lau, Division. Activated the same time as you, part of the second wave of us going in. I don't know what happened to the first wave, but unfortunately, there's still lots left for us to do. We don't have much intel, and we don't have the luxury of failure. Not with Manhattan under lockdown and Brooklyn on the brink. People like me, and you, we're what's left to hold the line. With any luck, we'll have more to go on once we rendezvous with the commander. More about the situation, about who's turning the streets into a war zone. Anything that's gonna help us do what we're supposed to do. Now, if you'll excuse me, Lieutenant.
Officer Hazen and his team are handling.
I think it's funny that you go in one door and you come out the other door. So why couldn't I have just gone back out the same door I came in?
To enable Directive 51 operational
a little bit of a glitch here. I activated
identity confirmed.
the
SHD equipment
mission
activated.
Officer here without him actually speaking to me, and at the same time of doing my laptop, and I don't know what was up with that. Anyway, run over to the restock box. Really, I'm just restocking what ammo was expended on that fire tutorial. And of course I'm loading up on frag grenades. Because frag grenades are important, especially at low level here. Like Jingles says with XCOM, at the lower levels, those frag grenades are your friends. And this is absolutely true. Those frag grenades, absolutely your friends. Alright, bad guy. Yeah, take that. Yeah, nice easy kill. Game breaking you in easy. Especially considering some of those boss fights later on. And of course, we'll see those boss fights. They get pretty damn intense.
Located.
And I ended up running a lot of those boss fights by myself, when in actuality I should have just gone ahead and teamed up with other players. The game, other than, I believe, the Dark Zones, if you're not inside a Dark Zone, if you're outside of the Dark Zone, the game is a single-player game. You will never run into another player character unless you're running a mission where you have to team up with them, or you're in a party with them. So that's really kind of cool how they did that. I do want to apologize for the stuttering here that occurs, and there are going to be the occasional odd breaks, and I'll try and explain those away as best as possible. This is my Shadowplay doing this. Shadowplay has had a tendency playing this game, both in the other playthrough and this playthrough, to stop working at random and unfortunate times, like at the end of a boss fight. And of course, when it stops working, it means it stops recording everything because I didn't save it. Yeah. So, I do apologize, but there's not really much I can do. Very first mission they got me running on. Recover the food supplies. Taking cover behind this concrete barricade. Pretty much just shooting these guys that are coming along. Best advantage that you can use in this kind of game situation is to remember when you have a fully automatic weapon, to just short bursts. That's all you need to remember. Short, simple bursts. You don't want anything more than short, simple bursts. Otherwise, you're going to run into a problem. Mainly, you're going to expend a lot of ammunition and not actually hit anything. Alright, mission complete. Let's pick up a side mission. There are 2 of them you can do here in the tutorial. It doesn't matter what order you do them in, but one of them will reward you with an M4 police carbine, which is significantly better than your MP5 that you start out with. So I definitely recommend doing those side missions. Again, it doesn't matter what order you do. And now don't quote me on the fact that one of them will award you with an M4 carbine. All I know for sure is that I've run both side missions in both of my primary playthroughs here, and one mission or the other has awarded me with an M4 carbine as a dropped item at the end of that mission. So let's make our way over there. Really wish Shadowplay would behave itself. Admire the scenery, look how pretty it is. Ooh. Pretty scenery. Bad glitching. You're going to see me occasionally go, like, wander off places, and this is a trait that Skyrim has taught me, which is to always be on the lookout for loot crates. Loot crates, chests, lootable objects, because you never know what you're going to find, and you definitely want to find it.